Alright, in this video we're going to be talking about slugging averages or slugging percentages. And basically what we're doing is we are taking numbers that involve multipliers and we're going to multiply some stuff out to figure out some information. And using slugging percentages has to deal with baseball, is involving baseball. So let's get started. Alright, of course you have the Atlanta Braves, home team, got to root for them. We're going to be talking about hitting, okay? Which is right there. And so as a hitter, just to kind of give you a basic information, is that in order to figure out what is called a batting average, so a batting average, which I'm just going to abbreviate as batting average, it is the amount of hits over the amount of at-bats. So like for example, if I was to say, hey, I was able to get 100 hits over 400 out of 400 at-bats, I would be hitting 0.250, I believe, and that's off the top of my head. That right there isn't that bad, even though you're thinking, well, it's less than 50%, but we got to remember when you're hitting, the odds are getting a hit is it actually works against you. And so basically 250 isn't that bad, but if you're talking baseball, especially if you're a baseball fan who's listening to this, you really want to have your average in the 300s, so 300 or higher, okay? But we're really focusing on slugging percentage. And so what we're going to do is we're going to figure out Pete Rose's career slugging. Now these are singles, the S is singles, the D is doubles, triples, and then lastly home runs. Now in order to level the playing field, so to speak, all right, a home run is worth more than a single. Okay, and so when you're figuring out this information, you have to put in kind of a multiplier to level everything out, meaning how can we put home runs and singles kind of on the same category. And by doing that, what we're going to do is going to put some number values attached to it, and you can actually see the numbers in the formula right here. So a home run is a 4-pointer, a triple is a 3-pointer, a double is a 2-pointer, and lastly, a single only will give you 1 point. Okay? And notice the way that this formula is set up. What you're going to do is you're going to take all your singles, and let me clean this up a little bit just because we don't want to have too many stray marks here. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the 1-pointer and multiply by the number of singles. Then we're going to take the 2-pointer, multiply it by the number of doubles, the triples, multiply it by 3, and lastly the home runs, multiply it by 4. And when we do that, we're going to get a big number. But if you notice in the formula here, we're going to take whatever value we got for all of this, we are going to divide it by 14,053. So let's go ahead and multiply all this. Oh, and also after we multiply, we're going to add it all together. I'm going to put like little plus signs here, so we're going to add all that information up. So this is what it adds up to be. 5,752. And we are going to divide that by the 14,053. And when we do that, we will get a slugging percentage of 14,053. We're going to get a slugging percentage of 0.409. So that is his slugging percentage. Now you might be asking, what exactly is a slugging percentage? And basically what a slugging percentage is how much power a batter has. Now Pete Rose was known for his contact power, meaning, or I'm sorry, his contact, meaning being able to hit base hits, and it's shown by the number of singles that he got. And so basically, since he has a lot of singles, that's going to keep his career slugging percentage down a little bit. Now you can actually, I think if I remember correctly, and it's hard to remember on the spot here, the highest slugging percentage you can ever get is a 4.0 or 4, or however you want. It's just a clean 4, okay? And of course you can get 0 So it's on a scale to 0 to 4, and Pete Rose got .409. That's actually pretty good because in reality, the likelihood of a batter getting anything above 1 to 4 from here, you're not going to see that much. In fact, you'll never, I don't think anybody ever got anywhere near 4. And so really the average is going to be anywhere from 0 to 1. That's really where everybody's going to be at. And so to get 409, that would be kind of in that range. That's very average. That's good. I'm sorry, not average. That's very good. All right, so Pete Rose is known for hitting singles, but let's talk about someone who is known for hitting home runs, which is Barry Bonds. And so this is Barry Bonds' career slugging percentage. So once again, singles is a 1, doubles is a 2, triples is a 3. Notice what's different on Barry is that he has 762 career home runs as opposed to Pete Rose that only had 160. So right off the bat, you can pretty much guesstimate that his slugging percentage is going to be a little higher. So once again, take all this information. We're going to add everything together after we multiply, and when we get our answer here, we are going to put it over the number at bats, which was 9,847. So let's figure that out right now. When I calculated, I got 5,976, and when I divide that number by 9847, a career slugging for Barry Bonds, which once again is known as a power hitter, is 607, which is very good, very impressive. So if that kind of gives you any indication of how much power Barry Bonds has as opposed to Pete Rose that only has 409. So the bigger slugger would definitely be Barry Bonds. Okay? Now, once again, the point of this lesson is to just understand, let's go back to the title page, it's just to understand how numbers can be used, especially dealing with multipliers, to figure out information. And in this case, using slugging averages or slugging percentage, we found out that Barry Bonds has more power than Pete Rose. So that is what we learned about slugging percentage. So if you have any questions regarding this video, please see me the next time you see me. Thank you.